but we're need to get a pressure washer. So Eric is out there going and get one right now, supposedly. And who knows, we may or may not do it today, but it'll be fun. We've got this house we're gonna paint and go from there. God's good all the time, right? All the time. Just gotta sit there and just gotta realize that He's there and He is in control. You know what I mean? There's nothing that happens under the sun that He don't know about. That means yes, He sees everything you're doing. So, yeah, keep. If you always keep the idea that someone's watching over you, like Pops is always there. He's like a bodyguard. And if we keep that in mind all the time, then our actions start to change. You know what I mean? We start kind of double thinking rethinking what we had originally planned, or we change some things about ourselves. You know what I mean? Because no one wants their pops to see them doing stuff that's not good for them. So yeah, that's the whole point of this Jesus thing. Emulate Him and His actions, and these things, the rest of everything else will come. The world would like you to think that you can only find that in a church itself, but I'm going to tell you this: the devil is in the pews, and if you think that the church, the physical structure of a church actually makes up the church, it doesn't. We are the church, you are the church, and that is the truth. So with that being said, yeah, people let us down because people are fallible. God isn't. So whatever happens, as a result of our brokenness, doesn't it has already been forgiven. So if we keep, if we go, hey, look, I hope if I did that, I wouldn't want to get caught, because of this. And then you go, well, with that same judgment you use, say, I don't want to do that either. You know what I mean? For myself. And it's like we all learn from each other, but we don't criticize each other because of it. So we fail. Who cares? Then learn from it. That's the only reason you failed. That's the only way you could fail, is if you didn't learn anything. I can tell you the biggest lessons were from my failures. The biggest lesson this last time around was because of my failures. I was I was doing fentanyl, stealing from stores, all that good stuff. And then, but I had always remembered that God is always there. And I go, what am I doing? Like the prodigal son. What am I doing? Why don't I just go back to what I know works, which is rely on God. No, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect to rely on God. You don't have to be perfect to even come to talk to Him. You don't have to be anything. He'll meet you right where you are. And yeah, don't worry. He knows that you're smoking dope, or you're, screwing off or stealing. He knows all that. So why are you ashamed? He already sees it. It's not like it's a mystery, right? Not to him, anyways. Maybe to everyone else around you. Oh, do you think it's like, oh, you're gonna be a quitter because you turned to God, right? You're a quitter? Being a Christian's the hardest thing you'll ever do. So it takes a man to correct his own steps. A man to go to God. A man to lead his family. You know what I mean? And that's what we're called to do, lead. So, not rule over, but lead, encourage, lift up, those types of things. Those are the gifts of the Spirit. Those are the gifts, the tools that He gives us. It's courage, joy, happiness. You know, those are the precious things that count